We just asked the YouTube, what's the most attractive muscle on a male for females?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give my honest opinion.
Let's hear it.
Do you guess what?
Huh?
Do you guess what I...
Glutes,
No.
legs,
No.
shoulders.
No.
Oh my God, what is it? This is gonna be good. What's up, YouTube? I am, again, back from the Arnold Classic, day 2. We have pull today. It's more of a bicep lateral delt emphasized session. I am putting a lot of back volume into my, I guess you could say like over the last week when I was at the Arnold. I trained back twice already. So this is gonna be more of like a 1 row, 1 vertical pull, and mostly biceps lateral delts for today. I'm gonna combine some of the PM session stuff that I was supposed to do yesterday, getting back into the routine and groove of stuff. It's, especially after all this travel, a little hard. But today we're gonna do 1 chest supported row, 1 vertical pull, probably a pull down, and then we have the lateral delt bicep shit. Appreciate you guys following. Please let me know if you want to see more coaching videos. Like I'm probably gonna put Shayna, you've seen her on this video or on this channel before, kind of in passing. Putting her through a leg session today, I believe. She's in contest prep for a pro show for bikini. You guys got to see the one if you're on the member section with the one with Bruna. That was fucking awesome. And then one with Vanessa was awesome. But a lot of female viewers seem to like the female athletes that I keep putting through sessions. But if you want me to put like Mario through a session, we'll get him on here too. That'd be fun. So let's hop to it. I'll try to talk about some of the stuff I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and have a good session with you guys. So this is technically a chest support pad. I actually tend to put my stomach at the brim of this, and then my chest is almost over the pad because I like to pull more into my hips here. You'll notice it whenever I'm going. It feels a lot better for me, and I'm able to reach over that pad a lot better too to get a bigger stretch for the rhomboids, mid traps, and all that. This is replacing the dragon layer row that you see me do all the time, that mega mass chest supported row. Yeah, that's what it's replacing today. So I put that in my app, you'll see that. Yeah, 2 sets of this today, 2 sets of a pull down before we do everything else. So probably work up here. The equivalent of 4 plates is what I did last week. On here might be like, because this is all together, I locked this into place. With the Panada, you can lock and unlock this. So it's either a single arm row or dual. So probably 2 plates and a 25 on each side is gonna be relatively similar in weight. Really, that just comes down to you feeling it out. And if your first set is similar to your first set from last week, you know you probably picked a good load. So we're gonna put on the 25s, see how they feel. And if they feel decent, we'll do that as our working sets. If I get a little more reps, no big deal. As long as we're taking it this week to about 2 in the tank. I think that's probably a decent load to use for this machine. I believe I got 11 or 12 in my first set last week. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up and see what it says.
Why would you pick, like, what would make you choose this one over the seated row?
Over a seated row?
Yeah.
They're both chest supported.
And
so the angle, it's just like if I pick this, this is basically the same as that Smith machine one. They're all technically
they're targeting the same muscle, right?
And in one guided position.
Yeah.
The Smith machine one that Megamass made just feels so much fucking better. Like really, for some reason, it's just like that Smith guided, it doesn't move freely like this. Like this kind of moves like this. So you gotta keep it in that same path. The Smith one is just like all straight force production. The concentric and eccentric on those is great. This one's similar because it's not freely moving like that one. So I'm more of a proponent of keeping it locked into position. These don't move and wiggle around like that does. But yeah, it's a good machine.
So they target the same muscle, it's just
target the same muscle.
Little small differences.
Super small differences. So like if you were gonna replace like a Mega Mass row with another chest supported row while you were deep into your contest prep, it would change the pronation angle slightly depending on the grip, depending on the width, depending on the machine. And that variation alone can help you to just kind of like include variation into your program when you are massing for a long time, dieting down for a long time, etc. Let's do a full set, why not? If you've never done it before in a chest supported row, try it out yourself. But getting that chest slightly above this pad, especially, I'm a fan of these narrow curved pads. The bigger ones tend to really dig into my sternum. But that feels fucking amazing, especially on this machine. So I'm gonna create a new exercise. Oh, not a small panada still. And then repeat for the next weeks. Replace. So now I have the panada. Oh geez, it changes the Panama. So I'll fix that. Machine, create, replace. Panada chest supported row. I just count that as 185. I always count the implements as 45 pounds. Gym math. So, and then we just go RPF or HPF. So when I head to the Philippines here, I'll have to change a lot of these as well, but the gym I use over there, KSYN Fitness, is it has a lot of similar exercises, but they're like not Bolt, another like Asian manufacturer over there. Super similar, basically knockoffs of a lot of this stuff. So it'll be easy to keep my variations very, very similar. But you know, I'll be recording with my little pocket mini thing over there. So I'll try to record some of that stuff. Got a few friends that are out there right now that I'll try to be recording with as well. And yeah, show you more of my adventures over there this time. But next few days I'm here, training on the same variations, and training's starting to feel good finally. I had a few good sessions out at the Arnold, a couple before I left, and then yesterday, Mario film. It was decent. I'm pretty fucking tired, or I was at least yesterday. Today I feel a little better, so yesterday's session was a bit rough. You guys will notice my effort's pretty lacking. And today we're gonna try to push it. Right. Oh, goddamn. Any movement, so technically, any movement that hits multiple muscle groups is like at one time, multiple large muscle groups at one time, multiple prime movers is like a heavy compound. Deadlifts are a heavy compound, bench press, but I would also consider like Smith machine bench press heavy compound, even though it limits some of the muscles. Like for quads, I would even consider like leg press, for me, is like a heavy compound. You could also consider an assistance exercise, because if you're a power lifter and you're used to squatting, you have the high bar squat, the front squat, like all these other variations for your legs that you can do when you're in a hypertrophy block. So you would probably consider a leg press or a hack squat assistance work. They're clearly not isolations, so I say heavy compound. But you can also just say what it is: machine-based exercise, barbell-based exercise. Like all the nomenclature and tautological disagreements everybody get into online is ridiculous. So call it potato for all I care. Just know what you're working, train hard, and make sure that you're like tracking progress over time, and you're good. You don't need to know all the fancy like sports science nomenclature. More people are adopting the word mesocycle, the term mesocycle, instead of training block, and they're starting to understand what those are more and more. But again, they've always just been they're just length, they're measurements of time for training. A mesocycle is a accumulation to deload paradigm. So whether that's 10 weeks of accumulation and a week of deload, or 2 weeks of deload, whether that's a 5-to-1, 5 weeks of accumulation and a week of deload, it doesn't matter if you know the nomenclature or not. Just know what you're doing and know why you're doing it, and try to map out your annual plans ahead of time to auto-regulate through them. So that's really it. All right. So this will be 2 sets here of this pull down. Probably just normal overhand grip. That's what I did last time. And after this, I'm gonna do lateral delts and biceps. And then Shayna gets her 11:30. God, I'm dead. This quad, flare up. I got a flare up on it. I was like, I'm not training my legs. I'll just put special sports stuffs in them. So, and it hurts. So I didn't touch the chest on the last couple. I'm doing below the chin at the moment as far as where my stopping point is. So that was like 3 left in the tank. This week it's 2 to 3, especially given I'd trained back again twice already. It's a little sore. I'm not trying to cause excessive damage. So probably 3 in the tank here. Just auto-regulate in that capacity. I still matched my last week's reps. It's good to feel like I'm at least like progressing again. Bumping up my sports subs from HRT to slightly above. Feels good. I'll start to look old and withered again here soon. You know, like when you go on dates and shit and people are like, oh my God, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite show? It's like, bitch, that shit is so specific to like time periods, to what you're talking about, to my mood. It's always specific. But I will say, the way you can word some shit sometimes, this is a good question. Your last meal on earth. You know you're dying right after you eat it. What are you gonna have? It's not inherently your favorite, but you know what that person really enjoys. For me, to be honest, I'm gonna cheat on this one. It's a little bit of everything. Okay. I'm gonna get like a little bit of sushi buffet, right? And I'm gonna have a little bit of pizza. And I'm gonna have a little bit of like, I'd eat some chili, some spaghetti.
So you go for like a stoner type of meal, huh?
Just load me up. I'm gonna eat till I'm fucking about to pop, because they're gonna kill you anyway. Let's go hit these bisexuals. When I'm here, you know I gotta use the panada curl. This is like my favorite.
So you know how like on the app you track your progression?
Yeah.
You know, every meso you'll add some weight, so you know you're adding weight to your lifts. One thing I ran into, I will notice that I won't feel it as much. And then when maybe it's just a little too heavy for me, but when I decrease the weight, sometimes I go a lot lower and I'll feel the sting, or I'll feel the muscle being targeted. Should I pay more attention?
Sounds like technical breakdown, yeah.
Yeah, should I pay more attention to the way my muscle is being targeted versus just adding more weight?
Yes, muscle target. So if you're targeting the muscle properly, you're gonna feel the muscle more, obviously.
Instead of, because even if I add weight.
So you're probably modifying your technique a little bit to get the weight. Yeah, even if you don't realize it.
Okay.
You just gotta really, like the onus is on the individual. You have to really lock in your technique, make sure you're not fucking it up. So like you said, you have to drop to 2 1/4 plates for your presses, because you were keeping your chest high the whole time. let's say you go up to 3 plates next week and you don't feel your chest as much, you're probably caving in a little bit.
Got it.
And it's definitely more important to have good technique.
So not to get too caught up versus like, well, I need to add more weight or I need to get
Correct.
bigger.
Yeah.
It's more like, do you even feel the muscle?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's how you get bigger, you know? Like, yeah, chasing the weight's fun and shit, but we're here to grow muscle. This is... Oh, don't say that. I could shoot out. Still a little bit of elbow tenderness on this one. So I'm gonna stick with it. Go up a little bit, keep the load a little lighter today, and just higher rep range. Not feeling it at all would be ideal. So switching the exercise is probably the smartest thing to do, but also don't give up on it. Warm up the muscle fully first. That's why you saw me do that side twice. I'm gonna put the 10 on, I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna see how it feels. The pain might start to dissipate. So like right now you see that I'm like kind of rubbing it in between sets, that proprioceptic stuff I was talking about in the last video. Same shit here. Because I'm just telling my mind like, hey, there's a little bit of tenderness here. Let's try to move a little bit more properly.
Vascularity's getting in there, man.
Starting to feel better. As long as I keep like, again, this has got to be done consistently through every set. Just really communicating with your brain. Hey, there's pain, there's pain, there's pain. So it's feeling better as I go. Oh my God, fuck, that burns. Ow, ow. Not used to this pain anymore, y'all. I'm a biatch. Holy. So there's a good video coming out with me, Eric Janicki, and Seth Feroci. We trained at the Arnold, we did back. We used a bunch of Eric's new products. They're called Torque. It's like a D handle mixed with a strap, and it's fucking amazing. I did a single arm high row with it, and I usually hate that exercise, as you guys know, but like it fucking gave me a great connection. But me and Seth chatted a whole bunch about like disagreements in the industry and how people are kind of arguing tautologically, how that works. People saying the same thing, but thinking they're saying different things. Other people putting people into camps whenever they don't exist. Seth had all these like predetermined ideas of my ideology and thought process behind training volume and rep schemes and all this stuff, because the internet puts it out there. They always cut. It's the same thing with like Mike's shit. People will cut the worst possible thing they can, talk shit on Mike, and then that becomes a clip. So we talked about a lot of that, and it was a really good conversation. And me and Seth are like fucking close now. It's pretty cool. We're gonna be doing more stuff together in the future. We're gonna pretend that we're arguing over stuff. That'll be like the bait clip, right? And then we'll just be agreeing on it, basically everything. Fuck. Goddamn. I don't think I hate my biceps too much when I did the Arnold. Everybody wanted to train like heavier muscle groups. This pump is burning. Feels like I haven't hit him in like 5-6 days probably. Down sets, moved into that 15 to 20 range here. Dropped a good 15 pounds per side. Oh my God, Mario. Fuck. I just want to be huge again. This is ass. I lost 7 pounds at the Arnold.
How much weight you lost when you got back?
7. That was my morning weight at nighttime 2 days ago. So small right now, dude. My legs are fucking atrophied to shit. This sucks. They're like so small. We'll get it back. He tells himself to escape depression. What do you guys think? If you've made it this far, is the most attractive muscle to women on a male or men on a female? What do you guys think? My guess, Mario, big ass like Delton arms on a guy. I know a lot of women like the chest too. I feel like if this region is big, most women are like, ooh. And for men, you know, glutes and legs.
You can never have too much of that.
I guess the male one's easy. What is Maria most attracted to now that you're like in this cool fitness, well, a different physique you've had in the last few years?
Just yesterday, she seen me take off my sweater and she was like, damn, you're fucking hot. And I was like, oh shit, all right.
Does she have like a muscle she like gravitates to? Like that booty? Mario's like, my ass.
My ass. Nah, I think shoulders.
Yeah?
Shoulders,
Okay,
shoulders and chest.
Yeah. Those are just the ones she bites the most, right?
Yeah, those are the ones she has to hold on to while she's riding the mechanical bull.
Fucking Christ.
They say 8 seconds.
That's all I last.
Yeah, right? You just gotta last 8 seconds.
Mine's more like a mechanical caterpillar.
Oh shit.
Really slow, really small. Okay, you sure?
Oh, let's ask her the question.
Oh, this is good. We just asked the YouTube, what's the most attractive muscle on a male for females?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna give my...
Yeah, because she's actually into fitness and like she's a figure pro. So this will be interesting.
I'm gonna give my honest opinion.
Let's hear it.
Do you guess what?
Huh?
Do you guess what I...
Glutes,
No,
legs,
no,
shoulders.
no.
Oh my God, what is it? This is gonna be good.
I think for me, it's chest.
Chest, yeah, see, okay. I said a lot of females are really into the chest too.
I like chest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you have more of an
chest.
appreciation for it too because you're into muscle building sport.
Exactly.
So that makes sense.
And
That's a good one.
I like the chest though.
There you go.
Yeah.
Work on your titties. That's a good title for this one, Mario. What muscle is the most attractive to women? Fuck. My God. So we had the, what the fuck was it? Might have been the Atlantis one when I was in Ohio. So this is very, very, very similar. We're gonna use this one. And trying to smash my penis. That's fun. Yeah. I had a push session, this session, a couple others coming out. I got one for the member section coming out as well. But guys, keep commenting what you want to see. I'll keep trying to, me and Mario like this little dynamic of him asking some good questions off camera and then I get to kind of rap on them. So we'll keep that coming too because I want all these to be educational. That's kind of our spin on these videos. And don't forget to go train your chest today. See you guys later.